Hello everyone, I'm Odie, and of course today, one second. Welcome everyone to Minecraft, and today we're going to be doing an interior design video. Yay! Interior design. You guys have never really seen me do interior designs, and there is a reason for that, I will say. And today we're playing on a world called Nightmare. Lately I've been playing a little bit of Java, and I've kind of got some ideas on like interior designs lately, and I really want to use some interior designs for this build. Today we're going to be using our very simple build, and of course we're going to be using some mossy cobblestone bricks, some cracked stone bricks, and very simple designs. So what we also might do is make a little bit of storage room, make a little bit of a storage room, probably have some item frames have some soul sand lanterns, some chests. And it's like a mix of like an old style storage room. I might use dark oak for this build as well. Some dark oak, maybe a little bit of like some dark oak wood just for like flavor of like make it look old. And to start this, we're gonna build it off pretty simple. We're of course having the mossy cobblestone bricks. A very simple design, and of course we're gonna see like some stone bricks. Some bricks are like this is gonna be the started build, and of course it's gonna be very small for those. Now I'm gonna make a small build. This is kind of a small build for those who are like, to those builders out there, I will like to say that you can do this the way you want. I'll touch on to it in a little bit, and of course we're gonna just, make it very simple. This will be one of the other doors, and of course we're going to be using some crack, some mossy. Same thing like we did last time. Now I will actually get into like why I'm designing this the way it is, and let's get into some of the ideas of this build. So the simple build is that I will be doing the build very simply as a design choice. Now the design choice is like this is for like a basement aesthetic, kind of like for like either an outside basement or a build or like a tomb or basically anything you want. This room could be basically a tomb, a build that you guys want to build. You guys want to build if you want. And of course this is a very simple build. I will not get into it fully. But I will actually go to the design choice of why I'm doing this. So I'm going to actually explain what this is meant to be. So to actually explain why I'm building this the way it is. So there is a build I did a while back when I was playing Minecraft a while back, and it was a very simple build. It was probably the size of like my house in Survival Island. Not that big, of course, and of course it was a very big size space. Let's do like some light gray. We're gonna do some light grayish. Some light grayish design. And of course this design is actually going to be mirroring off like its age in a way. The base's age. What it looks like now. And of course it's meant to be mirroring off like what it's looking like nowadays. Of course it's kind of like a foggy effect. Whoops. It's fine if I do this like or something, but wait, did I do that? No, I did something wrong. Dude, let's start like doing the top part. Let's like do a lot more cracked bricks. Do some cracked bricks here and there. There we go. This block will probably be just, you know, regular cobblestone. Now, I'm gonna say I'm not an interior designer, so I'm not really good at this stuff. But of course, I'm just gonna do this because it's supposed to look like kind of like ancient almost. So of course, we're gonna do some mossy cobblestones, like leave some parts like regular stone. And like I said, it's supposed to be like mirroring off of like some design choice. So every like one or two, I will like change it out. There we go. We got some like interior design. Now we got to do the outside. So we're gonna do some like, you know, here, 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 maybe here, here, here. Do some of that. That's good. Maybe here and here. Here, here. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of these. Around the corners every once in a while. There we go. Now we can put in some cracked, some, maybe a little bit of these. There and there. Here and here. It's all meant to be like, you know, rusty. Like this place has kind of been out to like shine for like years. So it's kind of a little bit like a mix of like, it's kind of crust, a little must. It's a little bit like broken down in a way. Like it's old, but it's still like works. Get away. Now we're gonna put one there. I'll be right back. Hey everyone, OD here, and welcome back to Minecraft. And sorry about the little bit of a cut right there. I had to actually do some real quick. And of course, I was looking back at the video, and I saw that, of course, right here, it was pretty much a little bit longer than expected. So this build right here is basically supposed to be a representation of a base that is basically simple. So right here, when I was designing it, I was trying to figure out and trying to get the shape all together at the same time. But as I was trying to decorate it at the same time, I was a little bit catched off by like right here because it wasn't really even. So it's just took me a few minutes to like get even really. But one of the designs, of course, I used tinted glass and black glass, stained glass, to actually design it, which of course is two of my favorite designs, of course. But as I was actually doing this design, I actually realized that it kind of got that simple shape that I kind of wanted. But I should have probably used like some other type of like glass at the very top instead of like right there to like have something. But as you can see in the video, I kind of put a sign there because originally I thought I was gonna put a sign saying, oh, this was the cafeteria, but I decided to change it up to make it look like once this place was very simple and once was a stronghold for some players who sadly died. For people who died. Now I was going for a design of a mixed design for the place, and as I was designing it, I kind of started going off track and designing it a little bit different. I started using cobblestone, mossy cobblestone in this design as well. But as I was thinking about it, I kind of decided just to use those two only. Nothing else, no wood or anything, because I wanted to make it look like that once there was basically stone there at some point, because I guess the actual creators did not like having wood for their flooring, I guess. But I decided to make it cobblestone, which of course is one of the most original floor items that a lot of people can create with. But this design was actually a really good idea for me, because I kind of started mixing it up with an idea of using a mix of the skulls design of the skeletons, which of course would be representation of basically dead players in redstone dust as blood. I kind of want to use this design, of course, as a very simple design for showing off that some players have died in the past. And of course, it's a representation of what happened long ago. But it's also very simple to realize that a lot of the things that happened did not happen with a good reason. But it's also a representation of Soul Sand. I also decided to put down some other designs, which of course is the iron door design. I like this design a lot, actually. This was my favorite design. I decided to put one iron door wide open, like someone accidentally left the door open for zombies, but it was also meant to look like it broke down. Since you cannot place the door on the ground, I'm sad to say that I couldn't do that. So sadly, I couldn't do that, but I decided, you know what? At some point, these players must have had some problem with zombies or something, so I decided to place down some skulls and of course some redstone dust to make it look like there's still some leftover blood that has not driven away because the water has not seeped in fully. Of course, there is some other ideas to it. There is, of course, the chest, which has like some old gear that they used to have, some rotten flesh, which was meant to look like meat, some honey, some swords, some like a pickaxe I think I put in there as well, some iron blocks, and of course a few other things. Like I think 2 other things. But as this build was going on, I kind of thought about maybe I should put some swords down or something like on the floor so make it look like they actually fought. But I decided, I'm gonna hold it off since I do not have any cheats for that. I'm not gonna use cheats for that. So I decided not to use it. Now I would have used it for a fun little show off, but I decided to put also an invisibility potion. There also is of course some smith. There's basically some armor trim in there, some iron, anything that a developer could probably use. I also decided to make it another good idea to actually be a very simple design. Now, it's a very simple design for myself because it's actually a design that I actually enjoyed. Of course, in the time lapse that you're watching, it's a very, very simple design. I recommend you all watch to the very end because I'm gonna leave a cut there showing off what's left. Of course, sorry for the humming, of course, but yeah, sorry for that. So, here you go. Yeah, but here's a design build for what would probably be a dungeon. Now, I will put this... Now, I was kind of thinking about, like, making this, like, more of a designer build for, like, new players. Like, new players might find this as an interesting build. I actually do not mind this build, like, even though it does have some, like, shortcomings, like, you know, the sides kind of suck, in my opinion. Like, the sides here kind of suck, in my opinion. Let me just grab some stuff. Like, boop. By the way, the reason why I don't use mossy cobble. I think everything's set. So, everything's set, I think. We got everything going. Sorry about that. I heard something for a second. But I will say, this is probably one of my favorite builds. It's a very simple build, and of course, this is probably like a designer build for players who wanted to like, make like, you know, a small build that actually represents, like, this is for like modders or anything who want to like add a dungeon for like, for starter players. Like, this place was once a stronghold for old players, people who actually try to survive, probably like an enemy or something. And the reason why I actually put a soul sand lantern in there was actually, and now to a lot of people probably thinking this, curious about that. The reason why I put a soul sand lantern in the middle is because I don't want to, like, these are designs that I kind of enjoyed. I actually enjoy a lot. Some of these designs are very simple. They're actually pretty interesting. I don't want to put like a torch that's been burning for thousands of years or something. I feel like a soul sand lantern or a soul torch would work. Because one, one, I don't want this place to be like completely shrouded in darkness, and two, I want to make this place look like it's been around probably for a while, probably for a long time, probably somewhere around 200, maybe 300 in-game years. And in reality, I kind of want to make it look like it's kind of old, but still not all like, you know, rustic slash, like, you know, it still has like some markings of the past. Like there is some dried up blood or something, and of course there is some like skulls that haven't fully like turned ash, which I think is pretty fun. So I would like to say that this build actually took a few minutes. I will actually give you all the design builds. So it took basically cracked cobblestone, some mossy cobblestone, no dark oak planks, which by the way, iron doors, some buttons, some redstone dust, and of course a skull. And of course, last but not least, my main favorite part about this build is of course the soul lantern. Or if you want, you could change it to soul torch. If you want, you could put a sign out, say an old museum or whatever you want. And of course, I was gonna try to put weeping vines, but that's it. These are just maybe parts. If you want to put like something, these are something if you want to put down later on. You can put basically anything down here. But if you want, these are basically mostly the materials. And one of my favorite builds. Of course, you can also have a chest in here for like new players or something. But this is just a design build that I really kind of would enjoy seeing in Minecraft. Like, I would love to actually see like Minecraft have something like this, like having like this stuff. Of course, but of course we have the rotten flesh in here to show that there used to be a lot of food in here, like beef or something. Like there used to be like raw mutton or something, or cooked food that used to be in there. There are some swords, some pickaxes. There could be also shovels or even an axe. But we're not gonna put anything like too overpowered. Which of course we're not gonna put anything. Some iron here that they got over time. Some honey, which of course they had a honey farm if they did. A smithing tablet, which is supposed like for the idea of course of like they used to be part of a faction like that, or they had an invisibility potion because they were once being traders. They were once traders, or these could be just wandering traders that just died somehow. But everyone, please leave a like, subscribe. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this small video, this kind of small video of me showing you guys how to build one of these, have a good day, and of course, please like and subscribe. And have a great day, and hopefully you learn some new ideas about like these types of builds and all. And I will be doing another video about the mansion and of course this build. Bye everyone, have a good day.